your brothers, you know, are pasturing the flock. Let's check them, yeah? Get ready. I'm sending you to them. I'm ready, Joseph replied. Then Israel said to him, go and see how your brothers and the flocks are doing, and bring word back to me. So he sent him from the valley of Hebron, and he went to Shechem. A man found him there, wandering in the field, and asked him, what are you looking for? I am looking for my brothers, Joseph said. Can you tell me where they are pasturing the flock? They have moved on from here, this man said. I heard them say, let's go to Dothan. So Joseph set out after his brothers and found them at Dothan. So you look for them and, you know, the wanderers, and so they're there. They saw him in the distance, and before he had reached them, he plotted to kill him. They said to one another, here comes the dreamer. Here comes that dreamer. Come on, let's kill him and throw him into one of the pits. We can see that a vicious animal ate him. And well, see what comes of his dream. So they wanted to, this dream, they wanted to stop it happening. They wanted to stop it happening. They thought they had the power to stop it happening. They believed it. It plagued them every day. They were talking to each other. Joseph said this, how fucking dare he, the young whippersnapper. Terrible hatred they had. Especially with the coat. Oh, the glamorous coat. Oh, the golden boy. Fucking hate him. Really, we hate him, don't we? Yeah, we do. When Reuben heard this, he tried to save him from them. This is Reuben. He said, let's not take his life. No, brothers. Let's not take his life. No. Reuben also said to them, don't shed blood. Don't shed blood. So he had a feeling of still love for Joseph. Look, this is Reuben, right? He had a good idea. He said, throw him into this pit, this here, in the wilderness, but don't lay a hand on him. Intending to rescue him from their hands and return him to his father. So he had one brother who couldn't bear the thought of doing that to his young brother. No, he just could not. In his heart, he said, I'm going to put a stop to this. Make sure these don't do that. When Joseph came to his brothers, they stripped off his robe, the robe of many colours that he had on. What did the robe represent? You take someone's robe, how many colours are in the rainbow? How many colours? 7. Put all colours together. What is it? It's light. 7 colours make light. Split. Colours, back up, back down. Light. Light, the full spectrum of light, is 7 colours. So it represented them taking away the light. That's what the coat represented. They stripped off his robe, and the robe of many colours that he had. Then they took him and threw him into the pit. The pit was empty. There was no water in it. Then they sat down to eat a meal. They looked up, and there was a caravan of Ishmaelites coming to Gilgal. Their camels were carrying aromatic gum, balsam, resin, precious things, going down to Egypt. Oh, very precious. Then Judah, said to his brothers, what do we gain if we kill our brother and cover up his blood? Come, let's sell him to the Ishmaelites and not lay a hand on him, for he is our brother, our own flesh. And they agreed. When Midianite traders passed by, his brothers pulled Joseph out of the pit and sold him for 20 pieces of silver, which was very valuable. 20 pieces of silver was a lot of wealth. So he was, he looked good. He was worth that. He was a beautiful looking young man. Strong, athletic. 20 pieces of silver to the Ishmaelites, who took Joseph to Egypt. Why, at least he hasn't been killed, eh? Perhaps the dream will come true. Doesn't look like it to Joseph. Here he is, he's on the way to slavery. Oh man, he's a young man, 17. When Reuben returned to the pit and saw that Joseph was not there, he tore his clothes. He went back to his brothers and said, the boy's gone. What am I going to do? So they took Joseph's robe, slaughtered a young goat, the goat representing what? You see, Joseph was a stargazer. 11 stars, the sun, the moon. He understood all sorts of things. Joseph did. Ah, yes. So here's the robots. They're going to do a trick. His father recognized it. This robe. It is my son's robe. A vicious animal has devoured him. Joseph has been torn to pieces. Then Jacob tore his clothes, put on sackcloth around his waist, and mourned for his son for many days. All his sons and daughters tried to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted. No, he said, I will go down to Sheol to my son mourning. And his father wept for him. Meanwhile, the Midianites sold Joseph in Egypt to Potiphar, an official of Pharaoh, and the captain of the guard. Yeah, man. So it all unfolded. All unfolded. Would the dream come true? With many other things as well. It's a very interesting story. Now, in the meantime, while he's in Egypt, obviously he gets into the culture and he gets all sorts of things happen. This is a long story, I can't get into it. But in the meantime, Joseph's wife, Asenath, yeah, he meets while he's there. She's not a Hebrew girl. Oh no, she's Egyptian. So he got a Hebrew culture, an Egyptian culture. And he had that dream, remember, about the 7 thin cows, the 7 fat cows. You remember? Of course you can. Now, a lot of people think that was just a myth, you know, that these things happened. And as the story unfolds, while he's in Egypt, he meets this beautiful Egyptian girl. It's a beautiful story. If you want to know the story of Joseph and his wife, Asenath, it's there on YouTube. It'll tell you the full story. Because the Bible doesn't, it's only got little bits of it on. But there's more books that reveal the story. Yeah, and who he was. Now, it wasn't a myth. She was the daughter of Potiphar's, the priest of the city of On. Before this is from, what scripture is this? It does mention in the Bible, in the ancient texts. Genesis 41 verse 50 to 52. Yeah, so it says before the first year, this is verse 50. Before the first year of hunger, remember he said cows is the God. Before the first year of the hunger came, Joseph and Asenath had 2 sons. So in that meantime, he got married and he had 2 sons. Joseph named the first son, Manasseh. He was given the name because Joseph said, God made me forget all my hard work and everything back home in my father's house. Joseph named the second son Ephraim,